Welcome back, and thank you all for tuning in so much during the break. And as you see, we have a new fellow ally to the mix. As he's woken up from daydreaming, you all enter into this beautiful palace that the welders have made for you. The walls themselves are coated with a mixture of stone and metal. The metal itself intertwines with one another, making it look as though they're branches. As you get closer in to this beautiful, ooh,
I'm
I don't know
working
what I
on it.
want to do.
Keep going.
As you get into the beautiful palace, I don't know, are you guys in here? Oh, that's why. Weird. Thank you. As you get into the beautiful palace, the wood floors lead to a Feywild river. As you see a tiny little portal opening up to the right side of the wall, leading to a majestic pink and purple blossom tree. You could tell that the very south portion of this palace is designed to be a war meeting room with a nice table made of elven steel and nice birch wood. There's a room at the very far end with piles and piles of barrels of ale and whiskeys and all forms of alcohol for you guys with little note on top of it. Outside of the room are essentials such as kits that you might be requiring, little tools and gizmos, paintbrush, ink tabs, and more pages for books. As you see on the very far west side of the room, there's stairs leading up the room with the same color that Murphy once wore as his vest, a very nice light green, going up the stairs to all your rooms. As each of you follow the stairs into your rooms are designed as Murphy remembered you or had depicted you from his information. Cough, cough, Kailu, and Caspian. Nar, you walk into your room. It is just like Hinton. Every aspect around it looks like your room. It gives you the same feels as though you're in a nice warm area of this world. As you step in, it feels as though you're a little cold, comfortably cold, like you were when you were younger. Raven, as you walk into your room, first thing you see is a training dummy with a big old smile of it and bunny ears. As last big thing Murphy and you had fought was cobblestone. In the room is a nice bed that has cushions upon cushions for comfort and a bunch of placements for your weapons to be racked up on the wall. Cars walks into his room and it represents home once more. The walls are painted to be as though they're trees brushed across every wall, reminding you of your tribal area when you were in Zustia. In the very center of the room is a fireplace, and if you look up above it at the roof, you can tell that there's a little chimney so you don't burn the place down. A nice bed that is made from oakish leather, making a nice cot. Onyx, as you walk into your room, somehow Murphy had gotten your bed that you had from Stillwater. The room itself kind of looks familiar as he remembers the one tavern room in Calmaria. Not Calmaria, Stillwater? Yeah, Stillwater. Sorry, my bad. Too many places. Rubio, you walk into your room. A dragon head mounted on the walls, chalk to make runes all over the place, and a note on your little table that says, "I don't really know what you want, you demonic fuck." Kailu,
I'm a mysterious man.
you walk into your room and it's an elven bedroom. The only thing that Murphy had heard from the people at the World Tree, people around that have heard your story, is that you are searching to make the very first bestiary with every animal in it. So on a nice desk are four bestiaries he's acquired from different libraries across the world. Caspian, you walk into your room and it has instruments and similarities to your room in the underwater university you attended in. The walls themselves have similar steel that would be placed around your dorm rooms. And the bed itself is mounted into the wall like you remember.
Sweet.
You all find yourself in a new home. What do you guys do? I didn't miss anybody, did I?
Nothing.
I went through the list perfectly. I had to rewrite
so, yes.
somebody else that's sadly dead now. Okay, cool.
I poke my head out of the door into the hallway. Guys, look, he even got my armor imprint on the bed. How did he know?
He knew I wouldn't fucking care. I love him.
You just hear a bunch of punching and wood splintering in Raven's room.
Stupid fucking rabbit. I'll take a blanket and make a nice little dog area for my dog. Can my griffin fit in the in this?
You and that fucking griffin.
Dog, you looking like a...
Lame.
Dang.
That's your Miss Peaches, boy. Jason.
A house griffin.
I just want you to know, I picked a warlock that can get a familiar for free.
Yeah, I know.
I have a certain type, and it's an animal lover.
I don't see any. I don't see any.
I have a certain type,
Gryffindors.
but it's gonna be a broken little warlock.
Yeah.
Aw.
Whoa. Anyways. Whoa. Okay. Yeah. Well, guys. So has this place been like? It's like our keep essentially, a keep for us. Holy smokes.
Is Murphy's not here then? Like, I'm assuming we would have went through the place and not seen him.
Yeah, Murphy
Yeah,
is sadly
Rubio
not
starts
here at the
looking.
moment.
Raven, you want to go
Okay.
explore?
Yeah, we gotta name this place though.
Ooh,
Is it really right for us to name it?
it was a gift
To us.
to us.
When you're gifted a weapon, do you name the weapon?
Yes.
Absolutely.
Dumbass.
Like
If it's a new weapon.
What?
Everybody knows this.
Sorry, that was me. That was me being surprised. Like, wait, what?
I,
Cars is like,
Wrong people.
Well, it depends. Is it engraved already or no?
does it matter?
Well, yeah, I mean, if it
Yeah.
already
Yeah.
has a name,
Yeah,
yeah,
for-
but if you
Cause
just get a
every
weapon with
good-
no name, yeah, you gotta name
Every
Yeah.
good weapon has a name. If it doesn't have a name, how do you
Wait,
announce
wait.
who killed the person?
Yeah.
No,
Evangeline.
no. Listen, hear me out. From an an ex-assassin standpoint, maybe that should clarify.
Mm-hmm.
Naming your weapons only brings you tools, some form of care, or some form of matter to you. If you lose it and you have a name for it, you're more likely to fucking get yourself hurt. None of my weapons have a name. None of them.
That's because
With
you're
how
boring.
much you, with how
No,
much
it's not
you
because I'm boring. It's because I'm
sharpen,
fucking accountable.
with how much you sharpen that sword, I'm surprised you haven't given it a name. That is neglectful care.
I'm
Honestly.
accountable too, that's why I don't lose my shit.
Yeah.
Normally,
Oh, he's
things
like-
that you're strong have a name.
Alright, cool. Good talk.
Yes, Kyler.
Hi.
Holy
So
shit.
is there an is there an office? Like, does Murphy have an office here?
I think
You find a room that would be belonging to Murphy, but it is locked from the outside.
Okay.
Oh,
Well, then I guess the best
So-
she can do is
got
write
it.
a thank you note and then slip it under the door and hope that he eventually finds it.
Aw. And
And then
as
she's probably stayed in her room this whole time because she found the bestiaries, lost her mind about that, and is now incorporating it into her own.
Raven walks in and goes, "Hey, cut." Never mind.
You should have a
As
copy and
Tars
paste cantrip.
It's just like in the
is
book.
walking around trying to locate Murphy after seeing his room. On
Yeah.
the war table, as I first said, there is a letter.
I got it.
And
What does it say?
Mm,
I got it.
don't rip it, okay?
I can read now.
I'm gonna look over his shoulder and read the
curious.
letter.
I'm just curious what the DM was gonna say, as he said, "As you see a letter on the table." What does Brad say?
it says from Murphy
Thank you.
to Merlin's chosen as
Oh,
he
right, he
last
wouldn't know.
remembered you guys.
That's
that
fair.
was
He
his
wouldn't
last
know.
group with you guys. He was
Yeah,
with
yeah.
Merlin's chosen. Honorable companions, I pen these words to you with a heart filled with pride and admiration for valor and camaraderies that binds our friendship together. As I reflect upon our adventures, I'm reminded of those steadfast courage displays by each of you in the face of formidable challenges. Rubio, the grace of agility, just like a raven. You danced upon that battlefield with your movements as mysterious as the shadows themselves. I recall our duel where our blades clashed in symphony of steel and spells upon plates of armor like thuds of thunder, yet never could land a devious blow. A testament to our skill of mutual respect. Onyx.
What a battle.
My favorite.
Fucking
It's
Sean.
fucking insane.
Onyx.
That battle
A
sucked.
paragon of virtue and purity. I'm not going to say the other word because that's his saying. A paragon of virtue and purity. You stand of a beacon of light in our darkest hours. Your unwavering dedication to your beliefs as a virgin and a Holy Spirit inspires all of us to strive.
Yeah, I knew it was in there, dude.
To strive as righteousness in our deeds. No, a noble and loyal, fiery friend.
He's not
Your
wrong.
wisdom and guidance have been cornerstone of our endeavors. Your unwavering loyalty to Raven and selfless actions embody the true initial of nobility, a rare treasure in these tumorous times. And
Tumorous?
to you, Cause.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Tumors.
Makes sense.
Tumultuous.
What?
Words.
I'm gonna go with
Words.
tumorous. I'm gonna assume that
Tumorous.
cancerous
Guys,
times.
English is a second language.
I'm
Yeah,
gonna
he's
say-
French.
A
Bro,
little
like,
bit
he's
is
French.
And
Canadian.
then to Cause.
You leave him alone.
Who now wears the crown of a king? I offer my sincerest congratulations. As I watched you with pride, you have grown to this noble and knowing in my heart. With the rule of wisdom and compassion as strength, you bow down to no man. Your journey to kingship has been a testament to your character and fortune. I'm excited to see what comes next. And to you, Raven, I know someone most likely is reading this to you. But remember that our bond unites us. It's forged in fires of the adversity and tempered by the trials we face together. Even though I never said it, even though our swords may be as sharp as steel, our spirits unwavering, you were always my son. Sir Jocelyn Murphy, may this letter capture you as a noble spirit. You will forever be my comrades. You will forever be my party, and you will forever be my friend.
Damn, Sean.
Is that from Sean? Wait, Brad. Is that from Sean or is that from like you? Like with?
Mixed.
I love that. I love that.
Pretty good.
That's
So the
great.
guy talks really well. That's a beautiful letter. Who is this person, by the way?
Murphy? You said you
Yes.
knew him.
Oh yes.
Okay.
Jeez,
I don't know.
man.
No, I don't think he did. It was Nar that said he knew him. Brandon. I don't
Nar.
think.
I thought
yeah.
they were together when they
Mm-mm.
like Nar introduced him
You
to
said you
guys.
heard of him.
No,
Yeah.
I'd heard of him, but that was it.
Oh,
like,
okay. You
I-
heard of him. I see.
Wow.
Who is this person? What? Why?
He's
Did-
the man who we
Grouchy
named
old
our
coop.
coop after.
Scratchy old scoop.
Oh, Murphy's Law. Yes, but
Grouchy, grouchy old coop.
He was great.
Grouchy. So grouchy. But he was a really good guy.
He
Wait.
saved our lives from Saphira and faced against her on his own.
Don't. Yeah, I was gonna say don't discount what he did for all of us.
He was so grouchy, though. Really great guy. Love the guy. Little
So-
bit of a grouch.
what you're telling me is that he sacrificed himself for you, and he
Mhm.
didn't die. That's wonderful.
We
We found out
assume.
later.
Gives you hope, eh, Caspian?
What? For what?
No reason.
I'm not going to die.
You sure?
No, yeah, of course not.
No, we appreciate your sacrifice.
None of us are.
Rubio takes out his book when Caspian says that. Do you want to sign my book so you don't die?
Oh my god.
Everyone else
Like
signed the book.
Rubio Apophis.
I didn't sign the book.
Oh, except him because he's
That's a
spare
personal.
in a
That's
world
a
of a
personal
circle.
choice.
Yeah, all
Onyx,
you really have
why-
to do is devote
why-
your soul to Rubio. It's really not that
It's
bad.
not a
No,
contract.
Wait,
Oh.
so Ruby, Onyx, why didn't you sign the book?
One, I'm pretty stocky. I
We
don't
can
go.
see that.
I don't go down easy. Two, he gets his power from demonic forces. I don't. Gives me the heebs. I don't like
Of
that.
course it does. You're a paladin. I can
Onyx.
basically interrupt a chance if you die. If your soul wants to go up or down, I could be like, how about you just stay here?
Onyx, but you can do the same. You can cast revive on us. Take it for the fight with Saphira.
Layers of protection is never a
Um,
bad thing.
How many people can you have in the book?
6.
6.
All of
How
us
many
that
do
are
you
here.
have
Check
in
them
there?
out.
I have 5.
Well, give me a pen. I'll sign the fucking book. Why
You'll
not?
hand over the quill.
To
You're
quote,
the last name in my book.
to quote a great man, Onyx didn't sign the book because he's a shining beacon of stellar virginity.
Exactly. I have not been late. Thank you. Thank you for
Reveal-
reminding me.
We won't close the book. That's alright, he could stay a virgin.
That's
More for me.
that's a little
More for
more
others.
information than I think we need at the moment. But
You act like you didn't want it.
I know I'm not experienced in that realm, but I don't think signing my name in a book unvirgins me.
Yeah,
Oh,
Onyx.
Master,
Whatever
you'll
the term
die.
is.
Die a virgin.
Onyx,
See if they care.
I promise you won't die if you're near me. I wouldn't worry about it.
I promise
sign the
none of
fucking
you will
book.
die.
I would say Onyx is pretty stocky, so I think he'll be okay
By
whether he's
everything,
near
yeah.
you or not.
listen,
Well,
I am way too beautiful
maybe.
to die. I'm not dying.
Whatever you have to tell
Well, now you're
yourself
not.
to make you sleep better at night.
Look, Cars,
Ask me.
I'm rock solid. All right, I'll be all right.
Sure.
And
sure.
you're saying too much information. Alright.
Well,
I just got that.
well,
That was a good one, Rubio. No, they told me you were a grumpy old man, and I don't see it. You're quite funny.
No, that was Murphy.
No, Murphy's a
No,
grumpy
no.
old man. Rubio's just
Murphy.
a dick.
No.
He's just
Nar
evil.
told me that Rubio was a grumpy old man.
no, he's just evil.
I know words I'm not allowed to say.
Yeah, Ruby is just an evil old guy.
He's just an evil guy.
Actually, speaking of which,
Yep.
and I'm gonna take out my book real quick and just strike out. You did something good, Rubio. I appreciate that. You changed more than I thought you would.
Yeah, I wouldn't.
Don't say that. The DM's gonna change my alignment.
I'm going to go out on a limb and say he's not so much evil, but he's not afraid to do actions that may be unsettling to get to his means.
Yeah, I mean he's not
Selfish is
evil.
what
He's
I've
not
been
good.
told.
Means to ends. I mean,
He's kind of a chaotic, but
chaotic
also
type
neutral
of-
kind of person.
Yeah. a
Well,
little
honestly,
neutral.
you need people like that to get things done. If everybody was goody-goody like Onyx here, nothing would ever get accomplished.
He
Hey,
only
I've
he,
had
he
a
wasn't
beer.
around. He wasn't around for Bad Cop. He doesn't know.
I've
I
had a
like
beer,
you,
Caspian.
Caspian.
Okay.
I will say though, we lost someone during Bad Cop, so I don't know if we need another Bad Cop situation.
Oh,
Who'd
I
you
love
lose?
bad call.
I did
Maybe
too.
what? Oh.
Yeah.
Well, we
The
lost
player that's
Caspian.
playing the new character.
Yeah.
Yeah, too soon, Onyx. Jesus. Or you
I was thinking Sabira, the
We
Red
don't talk about her either.
Dragonborn. I was thinking those guys. I forgot about Lily. A player. Sorry.
All right, so where is let's talk about let's get shit done.
Yep.
What do we want to do? Let's go kill Pyrex. I like that idea. Get rid of him once and for all.
While we're still in the area, I think we should talk to that dragon because that was important to. Well, I was very invested. I know Kylie was a little invested. It's a days away.
Oh, you mean the
That's it.
tree?
Yeah,
I can get us there in an instant.
Kylie can too, actually.
Yeah,
So, I
Caspian.
mean- We can get there quick.
What time is it, DM?
I'm not trying to show you up, Caspian, but
Right
I mean,
now,
I
it's
mean,
probably-
if
We have
Kylo can
options.
get us there, that's better. I don't want to use a high level magic if I don't have to.
probably around.
What time is
so
it?
she
PM?
has it?
Around 3 or 4.
Okay, like dinner
And I've
time.
got way more.
Still, like,
In Caspian's
just
defense,
about
I have
evening.
like way more spell slots available to that
That's
than
fair.
he does.
Um, like as you guys are all discussing, like, and it seems kind of sporadic. Like we have like let's get shit done from Raven. Like let's figure out how to get wherever we're going. Car's gonna look to Kailu for like, I mean, it looks like you want. I don't actually remember what your wisdom score is. What's
It's
your
very high.
very high? Yeah, okay, cool.
Yeah, it's my spellcasting modifier, so it's the
That's-
highest stat I have.
I was hoping as a druid.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Clearly, he's looking to you for some form of like acceptance or like some form of like he's looking at you for empowerment of what he's like. I'm assuming you just wisdom wise, like you understand that he's looking for acceptance of what he's trying to say.
Yeah, at some point during the conversation, Kailu probably would have realized that she was going a little hard at the bestiary and went, maybe I should go back downstairs. There was stuff happening.
Peeks in.
So since we are discussing things,
Mhm.
I definitely think dealing with Pyrex is important. But we still need to, well, I still need to talk to the dragon. At the very least, try to have a conversation.
Agreed.
I think that would benefit all of us, especially the dragon.
I mean, I just wanted to do Pyrex because I want to hit something really, really bad.
I
You do
agree.
that right after. I mean,
Honest.
You could go talk to the dragon. I'll take a 4-hour nap and then we'll go fuck up Pyrex. I like that plan.
yeah, that could work.
I think we should talk to the dragon. I think Kylo will be uneasy otherwise, and maybe Caspian. He'll like flip to Caspian and like, you haven't been around long enough. He's gonna be like, I don't really care, nor do I know, but I'm sure you have some. Yeah, you're good. Back to Kylo. You care though, right?
Well, of course I care.
Side eye to Caspian.
Caspian is just smiling from ear to ear and just like faintly chuckles at you and like goes up to Kailu's like, so they tell me, I know you can teleport. Can you get us back to the tree in an instant?
Well, of course, we just have to go outside and find a tree.
Well, there's a purple tree right there.
This is see, I wasn't sure if that was like a regular tree or it was like a
Plastic potted plant.
No, I was gonna go with a tree that's made out of gemstones because I've been seeing a lot of that recently, and so my first brain went, "That's rock candy." If not, upon closer inspection,
Nope, it's a tree.
Raven would have already been
Alright,
licking it if it was
cool.
rock candy.
It's
Oh, yeah.
clearly a purple cherry blossom tree. Come on, guys.
Thank you.
It's very
Yeah.
aesthetic. I love it. It's very pleasing to the eyes.
let me really quickly check how long that lasts.
Gives a plus
6
20 to the
seconds.
feng shui.
500 feet, isn't it? That's tragic. Is it only 6 seconds?
Transport via plants is only 6 seconds.
Yeah, it's only one round, so it's
Yep.
definitely only 6 seconds. Okay.
Once they do it, we gotta go.
Yeah, we gotta.
Yeah.
I can absolutely get us to the world tree very
Nice.
easily. But once I open the portal, we all have to go immediately. It doesn't stay open long.
I pick up my dog. I'm ready. It's a mastiff, so I'm like,
You're just like,
it's a big ol' chunky dog.
All right.
And as Kylo opens up the little
Ooh.
portal in this amazing tree, you all just like kind of cram in there and push, pull, and get yourself through in 6 seconds, and voila. Oh, only Kylo and Cars made it apparently.
The rest of us are stuck inside of the fucking tree.
It's
Be
so
faster,
fibrous.
be faster,
Yeah,
bitches.
I need you guys to roll me a con save to see if you stay alive.
You all get
Oh,
plus
fuck.
5.
The rest of this
So-
campaign will be brought to you by just Kylo and Cars. Sucks.
see what happens.
We just die.
Honorable mention.
So, well,
My
Door
con
for
save is a
World Tree.
35.
Jesus Christ.
As you come into the world tree, something new is happening. That feeling you all felt of sadness, of distress is gone. The tree is blossoming more. You see the life inside of it's more alive. Everyone is more cheerful and happy and more energized. From here, as you guys get into the void and all, or not void, world tree and connect with each other, what do you guys do?
I just want to mention that Rubio got the quote-unquote fate dice. I don't think we mentioned that yet.
Oh yeah.
I'm sorry.
Rubio won.
Good for
Yay,
Rubio.
good job!
Make that good
Hooray!
win, yay. Alright, anyway. Rubio's gonna go have a nap because he needs to take his 4 hours as an elf. You guys go talk to a dragon.
So Caspian, Kailu, where are we headed?
Probably down to the roots. That's where I get the best connections.
Where I had my vision.
You had a vision with the tree. How recently?
Well, just before we dealt with the elders, actually. That situation with the key happened, and cars accompanied me down to the roots so that I could speak with the tree a little easier. And well, now that I've spent some time processing and thinking about it, I was shown a flower in the middle of the dark castle area, and I asked if that was the next chapter, and then the red dragon approached and just kind of looked at me, but it felt like a positive thing, hopeful. So I think if I speak with them again, it could lead to good things, I think. At the very least, it wouldn't hurt, right?
Oh, it wouldn't hurt at all. Let's go try to connect. I'll play music. You do your thing.
Who's got the key? I think I had it.
It's in the
Unless-
void.
No, the red key. Oh yeah.
That's the dragon.
Are we
It's in the
letting it
demi-plane.
out? Are we letting him
Ooh.
out?
We don't have the
Wait.
key.
We don't have the key.
We only got one.
It was in it's in a demi-plane.
Oh, well, we can discuss that later. Let's go talk to him.
Hmm.
Well, what's our goal then? Like Kylie, what's your goal if I'm talking to it?
Well, none of you are going to like this, but I don't really have a goal. I'm simply going to ask if it needs any help.
I
And
love.
go from there.
I don't.
I trust you, Kailu. You will make it work.
Of course you do.
Yeah, Rubio gets back up from his nap when he's overhearing this conversation. He's like, now's not the time to be sleeping. I might need to be here for this conversation.
Well,
you'll be fine. Go to sleep.
if
You'll
it
be
can't,
fine.
yeah, if it's locked up and we threw the keys thrown away, I don't think we could get out, right? Like we could talk to him without fear of getting burnt.
We're talking about a fucking ancient, maybe a great worm, and you want to say, yeah, it's locked up, but what if it's just waiting for an opportunity? What if Kailu's connection is its opportunity?
The people,
That's an... Sorry.
The people here connect with it every day. It's nothing unusual to speak to it or be spoken to by it. It's just common. It's just what you hear. If
Yeah,
you're
of
trying
course.
to communicate, it's a little more communicative.
Don't do magic.
I'm gonna be there
Don't
just
worry,
for the
guys,
fact
we'll
that
be
some
alright.
of us have had conversations that led to absolute chaos and pain for this group, so I'll be present.
That's probably a
don't
good
know.
idea. Thank you.
I don't know everything, but I do know what I feel. And I really do feel like that's the best way to approach this. I don't know why, but I do know something about that flower, something about the dragon. It can change things and reunite something that hasn't been in easily twice my lifetime. I think it's worth a shot.
As Kylo has this great idea, Raven casts dancing lights and has like a little light bulb above Kylu's head.
Wow, you are positively glowing, Kylu. Do
Rubio.
something new with your hair?
Oh, that's great.
If it wasn't for what you did with the books, I wouldn't ask. How do you feel about what Kylu's saying?
I mean, there's not a lot of other options other than just asking. It could be as simple as a simple conversation. I find most great beings do like to keep it quite simple. So she might be onto something.
Whatever. Do what you need to do. We'll have you back when all is said and done. I'm just... You say red dragon, and I hear ill intent, that's all.
Well, do you trust me?
I trust you. I don't trust what you're going to talk to, regardless of what you guys say.
I've spent many years around ill-intended creatures. I'm pretty sure with my help I can make sure this dragon isn't trying to pull the proverbial wool over our eyes. If I'm there, I have a better feeling that me and Kylu and whoever else would like to participate can get this done.
Cars. We all obviously trust Kylu, but I don't trust the dragon either, you know?
That's
He
real
sounds
nice.
He sounds real angry, and that's why we are backing Kylu up.
Okay, you don't trust the dragon either, but you're going to send her alone?
No, I'm going with. I'll be right there.
Okay.
You know, some dragons can be pretty trustworthy. I'm just saying.
The green ones specifically, they are. Oh my gosh,
Rubio
all the green
starts to
dragons I
laugh.
met, great guys.
Oh, Caspian, Kylu, if all of us go, does that seem too much? Can we all go?
I mean, if we can all fit down there, then absolutely.
It's-
Why not?
Just looks at Caspian a little confused. She's like, "Well, it's a fairly spacious room. There should be plenty of space for everyone."
How tight is it?
It's not tight at all. There's just a bunch of roots, and it's a big open room.
So
Oh, man.
maybe watch your feet, so you don't trip.
The real question is, can we all connect to this thing, or is it just...
That's the real question.
Well,
DM?
I know if you have some form of magic, you probably can, but I don't know about anybody else. And it might depend on your demeanor, Cars. As grumpy as you tend to be, it might not work.
Car's gonna look to everyone else, because he's the only one that doesn't do magic.
You can hold my hand.
Kind of what he's doing, but he's not looking at you. He'll look around and be like, if everyone else is there, and everyone else can connect, I don't know any magic. I trust all of you to protect each other. I won't be able to be there then.
We can form a magical circuit where we hold your hands
Brad.
and then touch the roots, and then
All right, let's walk and talk.
Yeah, go
we're
for it.
walking,
Go for it.
talking.
I think if you are missing a key piece of information, if the tree wants to connect, it will connect. It's that simple.
Okay. Well, let's go. You want to talk to the dragon, so does Caspian. Rubio backs your play. And at the worst, you have Onyx at your back, Rubio,
Good
so...
insight.
Oh, yeah.
And as you
Is-
walk down the spiral, as you all remember it, roots upon roots, certain people attached to it, allowing the magic to heal them. And in the very center of it, almost a blue, illuminating light, creating a sphere. As you come down into this area and walk up to the same spot Kylu was at before, what do you guys do to try to connect to it?
Touch it.
I cast
Caspian
commune
does-
with nature.
Caspian does his usual. He lays out like this carpet, sits cross-legged, closes his eyes, and just starts playing his instrument.
Honey Blitz wants us to free the dragon.
Kylie does the same thing she did last time. She just comes to that one spot, she sits down, and she goes and communicates.
And as you all try to communicate in your own ways, casting commune with plants, using instruments, and just straight up trying to connect through thought.
Car's just over there twiddling his thumbs.
I've reached my hand out to a car.
I'm gonna kill everyone.
All of you.
Just thinking about how he's gonna do it.
Touch my
all
hand,
you.
cars. Join us.
Do you trust me?
Your eyes roll into the back of your head. This is all of you. And you go into a room that is of pure darkness. You can see each other, but everything around is almost obsolete and empty. And a voice speaks to you.
You did it. The most selfish act any man in Evermore could ever do.
I said selfless, not selfish.
Oh.
Oh,
I was
okay.
like,
I realized
Not
the
what I
demonic
heard.
voice, the
Yeah.
demonic voice, the demonic voice,
I was-
make it sound
that's better.
someone else said it.
Snap
I'd
back.
clarify.
Selfless.
Selfless,
choice.
okay.
Told you we should have kept him.
I appreciate that.
The stones back to its people, and now everyone can thrive. You speak. You wish to speak with me. Do so.
Well, we did make that sacrifice, but I personally don't feel like it was a big one. It was just what we were supposed to do. And now, I've come, well, me and my party, we've come to ask if you need help. If there's anything that we can do to help.
I'm gonna go deep voice. Change how history takes course on repeat. Try a difference. And all of you see the same image Kailu saw. A battlefield of two sides, wearing colors that represent Murphy's Law and colors that represent Saphira's Dark Army. Everyone on this battlefield is dead. And in the very center of it grows a flower. Be something other than the slayers of Saphira, the champions of the world. Look deeper. Be better. And you are brought into another vision where you see the gold and red dragon both sitting on a hilltop alone. Slowly, the spirits start bringing more and more dragons of all colors and variety. You see the red dragon selfish, for the dragons are trapped to the mountains and the caves. There's not enough room for everybody else, so the red dragon, with anger in his eyes engulfing it like a red-hot flame, breathes down upon the castles and starts to wreak havoc to make room for more of his people. You get brought out. I don't deserve anything.
Rubio's gonna insight with a check with a passive 21. I can roll if you need me to.
Nope.
I just want to make sure he's like not leading us astray because someone else has already talked to him. I also want to make sure he's not doing and saying on the side of his own like selfish reasons. Just want to make sure he's saying the right shit he should be, essentially.
You can tell there's a deeper motive for him attacking the elves. You can tell trapped within all those words were grief, pain, and suffering. Almost as if he didn't start this initial fight, the elves did.
Mm.
But regardless of the outcome, he is true to his words and his beliefs. that he thinks you all shouldn't try a war or repeating Arthur's history. Make your own. And for wanting to help him, he does not want any.
Rubio, after the study, he'll actually pipe up and say, "We appreciate your advice, Great One, and I think we'll take exactly what you're trying to tell us, not to do it the way Arthur did it, because Arthur didn't do it with all of us," and he's going to gesture his arms to the group. "It's different this time. This is not a means to a quick ending. This is a final ending. Peace is the goal here. That is all. Loss has to be achieved when peace has to be achieved, unfortunately, but it won't be like this vision shows. Like, we can change that. We just have to make the right choices."
I cannot and will never change. I was created to represent one of two things: chaos and lawfulness. Was my friend that perished in the fountain. We had names to represent us. They called him Minthandor, which translates to hope. And they called me Armageddon. I think the spirits foresaw what I was to do. If you want to make a difference, if you want to be different, it is up not just to one of you, but all seven. All of you.
And with that being said, does anybody else say anything?
You think we should start open with polite negotiations, maybe over tea, and then if things escalate, you know, plan B, which was but formerly plan A, kick ass, take names, kind of. What you saying, like, don't repeat history? I mean, didn't we already break the cycle by destroying the books? Have other people destroyed the books?
No. But every life has a length and a duration. Throughout that, people can change. Take all of you. All of different variety, skill sets, and histories. Now on a different path. And once it's over, once again you will change. Every man, every woman, every fighter on that battlefield has a chance to change.
And I'm assuming with that being said, you all go back out of the vision. And you all stand in basically in your circle that you were, eyes come from like your and they go into the front of them. From that.
Edward.
What do you guys do from here?
Cover from that sound.
Alright, guys.
Was that full at all?
It sounds like just killing off the Fiera, maybe not our best option. Because it sounds like this is a cycle that continues and continues.
Well,
The Fiera threatens something.
Haven't we already learned that we should contain her?
Yeah, I think this solidifies it. Because we're only a couple days away. We gotta, decide. Contain, kill, persuade,
I personally am going to see Saphira die. That is my promise. That is the promise I'm going to keep. I'm going to kill her. I can contain her after she dies. I have the spells to make sure nothing apart her can be actually changed, altered, or messed with. I have
Even
my
her-
new spells that can stop anything from happening with Saphira's death.
Even like her spirit, her soul.
The moment she dies, I'll cast my
Whoa.
spell Hollow, and not a single being can mess with that body. I will effectively seal it away. That's my plan.
So the vision we saw was of the battlefield, not of Saphira or us. What if we just fight her and don't take the armies? Save everyone else from dying.
You did say do it differently. Doesn't mean we don't kill her.
We have to get to her still, Caspian. We if we expend everything to get to her, what use are we against her?
Yeah, I've never been to where I don't even know where, like, if she's in the top tower of her castle. Like, we don't know where she is at the moment. So getting to her would be an issue for sure. I agree with Cars on that point.
Well, I mean, assuming she doesn't already know where we're at, because she's popped up on us a couple times.
Yeah.
What if we were to find a way to bring her to us instead?
I'm listening.
Explain.
I don't know the logistics of it, but there's got to be some form of magic that can bring someone to you instead of you going to them. Just a little bit of studying in the library, we might find something. I mean, why would we risk... Yes, Raven.
I have one wish left.
Oh shit.
Oh,
That might be a waste of a wish, though. There's a
Yeah,
lot
what if
of
she
issue
just-
with it.
Or it could it be? We could
Teleports
bring her.
away.
We could prepare an area and bring her into something she can't get away from. We could set a
but-
trap and Raven
Yeah.
could spring it.
She's proven that she can just teleport away, so
I have spells that say otherwise.
What?
Yes, she can teleport away, but if someone were to say a certain word that would bring us all to another plane,
I don't get what you're referencing.
What about this? Listen, I mentioned it to everyone else. She propositioned me to become a horseman.
Mhm.
Well, what if I accept? And I mean that in the sense of what if I offer myself to her? She'd have to show up, no, to provide the boon.
well,
Well,
I mean, no, yeah, I get what you're saying there, but I just my line of thought was we got to go to the fire plane and fight Pyrex, right?
yeah.
So what if I were just to, talk with everybody and get a good wording, and then all of a sudden she's in the fire plane too?
I also want to remind everyone again. I have a spell that negates teleportation. You bring her here. I cast that shit. She's done.
I mean, I do know a spell that could trap her in a magic circle.
We've got many ways
Yeah.
to contain this bitch,
That's
and
a
I'll
little bit.
fucking take her out myself if I have
Oh.
to.
Okay. All of that, knowing that. Well, you need to know where she is, yeah. Does anyone have a locate? Does anyone know how to locate someone then?
Well,
Locate Uber bitch.
necessarily. I can't technically locate her, but I could try to scry.
That's not bad. Then we'd still get a location though if it looks familiar, right?
And I also have scrying, so it's not Kylie alone. Multiple people could try it, and we might get more information.
Oh wait, hold up. Can
I could ask
Shrine
some
go the other
gods.
way?
You mean?
Like, if you scry and it doesn't work right, does she then know that you're scrying?
I believe so.
I feel like that could possibly be a problem.
Well, then she
What?
knows where we are, and she'd come here to fight us.
Right. We're her biggest threat. She would come to finish us. She's tried before.
I agree with that. So why don't we scry on her when we're not around so many people, just in case.
You wanna go to the cornfield?
We could go deal with this. We could deal with this Pyrex fellow and then worry about Saphira after.
Oh.
Correct. But we do need to understand how to deal with her. And I think understanding that's important. Listen, we can go deal with Pyrex in his plane, but I will say it took the whole party last time to defeat him. In ours, it might not be so easy in the fire plane, where that is where he thrives.
Plus, we all had
Well-
extra stuff when we fought him last time.
Well, most of us are in Rubio's book, and for those of us that aren't, I took Eldarian's death a little more personally than maybe I should. And so now I have managed to figure out how to bring someone back if it's been less than 200 years.
Whoa.
What do you mean?
How's that work?
You can reincarnate?
I have true resurrection now.
That's
You can just cast it?
Only the ones. But I could conceivably keep one of us from staying dead.
Alright, well, I know magic-y stuff now, and sometimes I need certain things to cast a spell. So do you need things, or can you just, like, snap your fingers and bring some back from death?
Well, I do need components, which is the things that you would need for spells. So I would have to find a very expensive diamond, but I would only need the one.
Like,
And we have a lot of friends.
How expensive of a diamond are we talking?
like 5,000?
I mean, I got like 650 diamond dust on me.
It has to be an actual. Well, it could be a group of diamonds. It could be more of them. I just need 25,000 gold pieces worth of diamonds.
That seems like a lot.
Oh my
Well,
god.
I'm
Done.
bringing somebody back to
No.
life. It is a lot.
We don't have that in the party fund, nor do we have the resources in our kingdoms between me and Rubio for that.
I have
Can I
an item that could
quickly
sell
show
close
you
to
all
that.
a trick?
I mean,
No.
I guess if it's pertinent.
Fine, maybe.
Please do. I would love to
I
see
would
it.
love to see it.
He just snaps his fingers and a diamond worth 25,000 gold pieces appears. Using my creation bard ability to just make objects with no gold
Look at
piece
this.
limit at level 14.
It's like we've made a cobblestone generator. Love it.
Why did you do that before?
Do it again.
You've had
Yeah,
this
do it
ability
again.
the whole time.
I can only do this once per day, and yesterday I made it to build a boulder
Into a dragon.
to
I
turn it
remember
into a
that.
dragon. So
That was very cool.
here you go.
You should spend the
just
next
gonna
couple
make it
days
just
making a fuck ton of those gems you hear.
Does this disappear after a while, or is it permanent?
No, this is permanent. It's not like the creation spell. The creation spell, I could make one, but you can't use it as a spell component, and it goes away after like an hour.
Alright,
So rich.
There's no gold cap.
fine. Are you giving the diamond to Kylu? Are you never?
Oh, obviously.
Yeah,
will be rich.
Kylu.
What just happened?
I say this. I say it with all respect.
Amazing is how broken it
Bless
is.
you.
Broke
What?
his nervous system.
Yeah.
All of this aside, if I die, let me die. To me, magical or not, that's unnatural. I would rather remain a spirit than for you to bring me back.
I would also
you're-
like to do a do not resuscitate.
Okay.
You're already both in my fucking book. If you go to hit 0, you won't.
Let's just go knock.
Adrenaline kicks in for my kind. To me, there's no difference if I go down and I hop back up due to adrenaline and get healed, versus if I go down and you bring me back up with your book, versus if I die and Kylie brings me back forcibly. There's a difference there.
Like I've got enough to bring 2 of you back, plus Kailu, 3 in total. So
Well,
Oh, I read my ability wrong. I can actually make up to my charisma modifier of items.
you can. What's your charisma
No
modifier?
gold.
You can make
5?
5 of those?
You can make
with no gold piece limit.
What fucking
Creation
spell is
bard.
this? It's the most
Why
broken
haven't you
thing
been
I've
doing
ever
this
seen.
before?
It's called creative crescendo. It's the ability.
Creation bard, Smith.
Wow.
Okay,
Jesus
well,
Christ.
I think
Bards
I'm
aren't useful apparently until level 14. Here we are.
Chat's like,
Oh
make a
my
+3 great axe. Fuck it.
Oh, it can't be a magical item. It has
Oh,
to be
okay.
a mundane
Okay,
item. But
that's
like,
fair.
We'll just fucking buy
25,000.
one.
what's the size limit on your items? Is
Uh,
there a size?
I don't think so. I think it's
So-
just an item, though.
Funding
no,
no
I
longer
think
a
it's-
problem.
I can make up to.
You are the party fund now.
Yeah, I don't need to do shit apparently. Fuck.
We're a donative
I can
style
make
of organization.
I can make up to a huge one at level 14, but any of the ones I make after the first one are tiny or small.
Brad's
Oh,
researching. I can tell because his face is really white from the Google.
This is so broken.
It's stupid
Okay.
good.
Since I
Austin,
know
I'm
how
gonna
to
be
do
a
it.
bard bard warlock.
Okay. Okay.
Dude,
Now-
same.
Back to the
Now I
base
know
of
how
that.
to diamond.
Back,
Yeah, so
We're
we're
both
talking
bards,
also two
Alex.
classes.
back,
Oh, wait.
back to the base of what just
class?
happened. Raven and I don't want to be brought back. If we die in battle, let us die. If we die at all, let us die. That's what I heard. Raven, right?
Well,
Yeah, no, that's
You were
like
down.
The good news. The
like-
good news is with that spell, the soul has to be willing. So neither of you would come back if I wasted a diamond
Same
anyway.
as mine.
Yeah.
Same with mine.
Or honest.
Go ahead, Onyx.
I was gonna say, yeah, if you don't want to be brought back, I'll respect your wishes. Give you a proper burial, someplace where you would like. So if you don't want to be brought back, let me know.
Yeah, a warrior's death is kind of like all I've got left. So
What about
Okay.
your bodies? Are those free game?
no.
Honestly,
I thought I'd
Rubio.
ask. Questions are free.
no, Rubio. You could take my body. I don't care. My soul won't be there.
Nice.
Did you hear
How's
that,
the
Rubio?
familiar?
You could
How's
take
the
his
familiar?
body.
It's a dangerous familiar.
He wants you to take
Next
it,
time.
Rubio. Take him.
Raven.
Just kill him now.
What really what's important is this. I get to be if I die, I don't care about if it's a spirit, if it's in battle or anything like that. Raven, I think it's the same for you. We lived our life. We don't need to be brought back. If you need us to come back because there's no other option to end this cursed fucking war, that's one thing. But I don't promise that I'd stay. It sounds dark, but it's true. I don't promise that I'd stay. I don't know if Raven would either. It seems wrong.
No, it's the
Well-
most honorable death you can have as a soldier is to die in battle.
If I'm on that battlefield, I will do everything within my power to make sure neither of you, I'm despite what you feel and how you say things, I will do my level best to make sure neither of you fall on that battlefield, at the very least.
The feelings are not mutual. Bring me the fuck back. I do not want to die.
Got it.
You know where I'm fucking going if I die.
I agree with Rubio. I am far too beautiful to die on a battlefield.
That too.
You are.
I don't know. I do think Kylie would make a wonderful queen. Next in line and all.
Is this a
I'm just
usurper? Usurper?
I'm Josh.
Raven,
Did you smell that? I smell a coup.
Raven, tell me what you would do. To me, it seems weird to cheat death when provided no loss in battle.
Well, I mean, healers are a big part of the military anyway. So if you want to heal me up and keep me from dying, that's one thing. But once I breathe my last breath, just don't touch me anymore. When the battle's over, if some of y'all survive, you need to put me on a boat, put the boat in the water, set it on fire, and just be done with it.
Boat already be in the water?
No, not necessarily to be landed, but point aside, he's asking for a proper death.
Be done.
I can honor that. Seems like Caspian can honor that. Raven, I have one more question, and I'm sorry to prod you. Based on the pact that we made, if someone were to recall you and knowing that you could change the outcome of that battle, what would you do? I don't know if it's a dishonor on our pact or not, but what would you do?
Well, we've made a pact, so I don't think the pact can be broken.
So you'd come back.
I mean, it all depends, really. The pact we made was nobody but us.
Nobody but you. What?
Doesn't matter.
Are you planning a heroic death? And not including us? We're a party, damn it. It's all or nothing.
Well, if you paid attention to the last
selfish.
couple sessions, you would have heard me and Cars talk about it in chat. So. It was nobody before us, is what we said.
Ailu, if Saphira is not down, I'll accept the resurrection, but I don't promise that I'll stay. I think Raven and I both made a pact, and I expect to honor it. I can't let you lose, but I also can't stay unnaturally, no matter how natural your magic is.
Yeah, we're not saying that by any means, but once fate has a hold of your strand, there's really nothing you can do.
Yeah.
Agreed.
As hard as it is to hear that, I do understand it.
I only wanted to clarify. You were talking about the spell you had, and it made me go back to the pact I made with Raven. And Onyx, no, we're not on some fucking sacrificial mission. Raven won't sacrifice himself for anyone that is not better than him. And honestly, I think that he could kill Saphira. Meaning, he's not just gonna go die to die.
Good, because I would do everything out of spite to make sure that doesn't happen if he was.
Okay. That's all I got.
As long as everybody reads chat, we're good.
Yeah.
I just...
For those of
I
you,
agree.
for,
Brownie Blades?
for those of you
I
that
agree.
can't read chat, it says, Cars, shut the fuck up. You and Kylo need to have beautiful druid rogue babies.
I agree.
Oh my god.
The chemistry is electrifying.
Oh, yes.
D&D
Is it?
character.
Two super
Hell
charismatic
yeah.
characters in one game. So charismatic.
Grandpa Rubio, I love it.
It's so awkward. It's endearing.
I just like their mindset. Be like, animals are great. Humans are terrible.
I agree. We should put the BBEG into the void.
So
Be
Yes.
great, chap.
So, with that being said, all of you have it in your mind kind of a plan of what you all are doing.
I think so. Someone was talking about a plan right in the beginning, and the Kylie was like, "I can bring anyone back. Fuck it, who cares?"
Yeah, let's talk about that real
I just
quick.
put
We're
it
gonna go
out
into a
there.
deep RP.
Sorry. Yeah, we talked about that, but like plan wise, all this aside, Kylu, if we defeat Saphira and we don't want to kill her for whatever reason, what if we release everyone from the void and trap her there? She can't be hostile. It's part of the void.
This is true. I just don't know if she could get out.
Yeah, we're really going to have to wear her down before we can even attempt that.
That would
Again,
be
I can stop her
gamble.
from teleporting. It's a contained place where we could fight her. Not a bad idea.
No, I agree with it, but we're going to have to, really kind of beat the shit out of her to get her weak enough where we can toss her in there.
Unleashing all those creatures
which spell?
into the world, it might be a bit
Well,
chaotic.
They were all here to begin with.
Yeah, but they're not here, so it's kind of, it's like a boil that's settled over. You crank the heat all the way up, it'll start boiling again, and then it might even overflow.
That's why you put olive oil around the rim of your pan.
You boil water in a pan and not a pot.
Now you put it either way. You put olive oil around the edge and it won't bubble over.
So, But if
Wouldn't-
Kylo were to release all of them
It's true, chat, by the way.
back into the world, they're natural. They're part of this world.
That's what
It's
I was
not
saying.
like it's natural. We just went on a tangent about natural and not natural. We've made the world unnatural with those creatures not being here.
But now it is natural for them to not be here.
No,
It's settled over. It's calmed down.
All right,
has it,
headache.
though?
I think the world's pretty well. Was calm.
All right,
we
main
kinda-
main goal
What?
is to make Saphira not a problem anymore. Agreed?
Agreed.
Yes.
Can we kill her? Maybe. Can we trap
Yes.
her? Yes.
Should we kill her? That's the real question. And I'm
I-
not. No, Rubio. Your decision has ulterior motives and a bias. So I'm sorry to say, but you don't fucking count.
I'm gonna kill her.
Kylo, Jesus.
Daddy, you don't get a decision.
Either she dies or I die.
Listen, I mean, if we're voting right now, I vote we kill her, because then she's no longer a problem ever again.
If we're talking ultimatums, she dies or I die.
This might be a really bad time for this to flip on my morals, as I've had for the last few years.
Yeah, so don't.
I
I
agree.
refuse to kill anyone ever again.
You don't have to kill
Oh,
her.
well, you don't have to.
I'm just letting you all know, if the choice comes down to my dagger being the last dagger, I won't.
Well, I respect that, and I will not put you in a position to have to make that decision.
I hope that it's your axe that gets the choice. I'm just saying, after all I've been through and all I've learned, I am more than an assassin, and I think I've known that for a while now. I refuse, regardless of why, to kill anyone ever again.
And I respect that.
I do fear that even that though we gave up the books, just killing her is just gonna restart the cycle. And then everything we have been through, all the heartbreak, all the death, all this garbage, just wasted. It's all for nothing because we killed her. Cycle repeats.
We're gonna have to
Well, it's
either
not-
kill her or not kill her. And I don't think we can decide it at this very moment. We're going to have to decide
It's-
when we see her.
But it's not her that the cycle is continuing. She is just a vessel for the magic that's in her.
Right.
So if we kill her, we're just releasing it.
When do we actually sit here and talk about the fact that fucking Merlin was there in the beginning? And what if Merlin's the problem? No, I'm not saying Sophia's not, but
He's a
He
fucking
started
dick anyway.
it.
Merlin in the
Right.
beginning was there for her. What if he's the cause of all of this shit? I'm not saying big problem, but someone had to teach her magic, no?
He tipped the scales.
A little bit?
He could have.
That's not me just hating on Merlin, that's me just talking out loud. I don't really understand this magic pool we have.
It's good to keep it on the back of our mind.
Can we try?
Alright, you keep that. You
Can
keep
we-
that back to back.
Can we lure? Can we lure Saphira in the void, and then
Saphira's
can
done.
we ask Merlin for help, and then we shut all of it? Then they're
That's a good
both
idea.
trapped, and if they want to duke it out in the void, fucking have them duke it out. Not our problem anymore.
Well, I mean, they couldn't.
Well, how long's the doc been around? King Arthur had one advisor, and it was Merlin, and I ask you that because he was all powerful and he knew all this shit. We've hated him from the beginning. For whatever reason, our instincts have been going off. Merlin saw some shit within Saphira and never stopped it. As the advisor to King Arthur, did he really do his job? And I'm not saying, oh, kill him because he did a bad job. I'm saying, what if he was the cause of all of this shit?
It could have just been by accident. He's not a perfect being.
I mean,
Or
No one is.
Or
And
he set everything in
unfortunately-
motion to get more power.
Wouldn't surprise me.
remember your wedding day when he kills not half the populace, but most of the underdog of your city? Because he was saving all of us? You don't think an all-knowing person would know that?
If you'd let me speak, I would have saved them myself. But yes, he overdid it. I will agree.
Well, he wasn't. I'm sorry. I don't. There was a lot that happened at that time when Eldarion sort of when he chose not to kill me in the library. I saw the battlefields. I saw several of them, and I saw the battle between Arthur and everyone. Merlin wasn't there. He didn't witness anything.
Maybe we need to have a chat with old Merlin.
I think it would be wise to see if we could get some answers from him for sure.
Because there seems to be some hinky shit afoot.
Has anyone ever been able to get a straight answer out of that fucking idiot?
Aha! You don't like him either. Great.
You found him!
He's the reason I found Kailu.
That's true. That's true.
I mean,
He likes to take the scenic route when it comes to giving information.
a corn and a turd is still a turd, you know, Rubio.
You're not wrong.
Okay. Sorry. I know we have had a lot of ideas on the table. We have a few things. The dragon's done. We understand where that implication happened. Pyrex is on the board. Merlin's on the board. And obviously Saphira is our biggest target. At the end of the day, I haven't said this before, and we've been venturing together for a year now, or
A
I think
while.
all of us actually need to sit down and have a. He's gonna choke up a little, like not like crying choke up, but like a. We need to have a campfire chat about the goals that we all had. We've learned a lot about each other, but I don't honestly know all about you, what your motivations are. Rubio, I hated you when you sold what I thought your son's soul was for the power that you got. I learned more about you, but I hated you when you made that decision.
Everyone didn't understand it, so I can understand you feel the same as everyone else did.
We just contemplated immortality with everybody. All of us here lived together or in this world together for a long time. I need to know more about all of you. We gave that up. We gave up immortality and power for each other and for the world. I think we all owe it to each other to understand who we are, our motivations, our goals. When Saphira is dead, what are we doing with the world? Right? When have we actually had to sit down to talk about who we are? Caspian, I don't fucking know who you are. Onyx, aside from Maria and your goals of why you left the town, who the fuck are you? What god do you serve? I don't know. Kailu, aside from your book, your bestiary, your good... I don't know, I gotta quote it. Your good intentions? I genuinely don't know. And Raven, aside from you being a soldier, what do you got? When everything's done, when war is done, what do you have? I don't know. I don't have shit. Redemption? No one's talked about it. I would like to.
Wow, that was a lot. I don't think I've ever. You got crazy there for a second.
Sorry, I don't know how to do emotions.
Yeah.
Why don't we all take a little break, let Rubio get his 4 hours, and come back and discuss this?
Just
Like-
Rubio. You go rest.
Yeah.
You go rest.
Rubio gets his rest.
Everybody should go take take a little bit to collect their own thoughts. That was a lot, Cars. Very good at expressing your emotions. That was great. Now we all need to take some time and think about our emotions and come back and discuss this like adults.
And have a little powwow.
I'm gonna
I'll
lean.
get-
I'm sorry. I'm gonna lean into Onyx. Was that too much? I feel like that was just me expressing.
Came
Was-
off. No, it's good. It's good. You're expressing your emotions. It's baby steps.
I feel like at this point I should. Okay.
You're good. You're good.
Yep.
Yep. Well,
That was
look,
insane.
I'll brew up some beautiful tea, get some nice biscuits or some kind of snack for us. We'll have a little powwow. Maybe I'll get some ales for.
Yeah.
Yeah. There you go.
I'm gonna take a nap. And he's just gonna walk away without saying anything. You can see his shoulders just droop, but he's exhausted.
Yeah. Let's go air off. Cool down.
Is there a kitchen somewhere in here? Anybody?
Over there somewhere.
Just over there.
Fantastic. Raven's gonna go in the kitchen and start doing one of his 2 hobbies and start cooking.
Oh shit!
As I head out, dog in tow, I'm gonna put my hand on Harz's shoulder. You know, you do say after this war you ain't got nothing left, but you'll always have me there.
There it is.
And I don't have this opportunity, but when you and Maria settle down and start a family, what do I have?
A
You know what I mean?
godson or daughter.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if that's gonna happen. Fate's a fickle bitch, but I mean, if I do have kids, they'll need a godfather.
Honest cusses.
I mean, look, I mean, my way of life is this hoity-toity stick in the mud. Yeah, it's not for everybody. I would like them to experience all kinds of things in life, and if they do want to be knights, they know a king they could tutor under. Well, sorry, king.
Council.
Yeah. Still, they could tutor.
Sure. Maybe. But let me ask you that then. An ex-assassin that doesn't actually know how to connect with people, which I've struggled with since I've known all of you.
Yeah, that's very true.
Sure, I connected with the murder hobo. That is our buddy and our friend, Raven. Sure.
Wait till I walk away, you dick.
What can I actually do for your grandkids that you can't do that Kailu can't do? Nothing. I don't have something to offer. This is not a woe is me moment. This is a reality. This is a reality check for you. I don't know how good you are at reading people, but what have I actually done for this party aside from be fucking a devil's advocate and a murderer? Nothing.
You've
Think
stood
about it.
up for yourself and everyone here many times. I've faltered. I let people's mean words walk across me. You called the Empire leader coward to his face during a delegation. You have what I like to call a backbone, Cars.
Are you guys having this conversation just like out in the open where everybody else can chime in?
I don't know how, Brandon, how did you did you separate it, or was it just like you came in?
Like
I walked up and-
Raven went to go.
Okay.
Raven went to the kitchen, and then
Yeah.
Rubio was
Right.
like, "I need a fucking
he
nap,"
belongs.
so he's out of here.
I'm assuming it's in the open then? Is that, Brandon, how did you do this?
I just walked up and put my hand on your shoulder.
Just having a conversation about it.
Just had
So then, yeah. Okay.
Look
Little
at
powwow,
Christian
heart to
side
heart.
dog.
yeah.
Okay,
yeah, they-
well,
Look, you managed to bring an entire nation together. Rubio didn't do that. He married into it. So, you have more skills than I think you realize. Than you give your credit for.
They're
Not
talking all
only
kind
that,
of shit
you-
when none of us are there.
Dagon's like, I'm sleeping, dude.
Raven's the only one that's not there.
Cheap shot.
And Rubio. And Rubio.
Cheap shot.
And Rubio. He did leave.
Yeah, all you-
Forgot.
you started an entirely new magic school.
Cheap shot.
Sure. El's not here to talk for himself, but Eldarian won me the election, not myself. Sure, I was confident about it. I went in. Eldarian did the speech. And Magic School, Eldar, the guy that died for fucking us to get the book. He started the school. Sure, it was my idea. Sure. Anybody can have an idea, and anybody can think about it, but someone has to follow through, yeah? I don't know shit about magic. Where does that put me this whole day?
Oh, you modest fucker.
Relying on all of you.
Cars. Anyone can give a speech. It's not about the speech. It's about who's behind the speech. I could give a speech every day. It doesn't mean anything if there's nothing to back it up. You were that thing to back it up.
I'm not trying to refute you, but let me ask you a question.
Okay.
If I right now, sure, I can play devil's advocate all day long. If I tried to recruit you to my side, you think I actually could? And I'm not talking about I can deliver through action, but let me ask you a question. If I tried to verbally convince you to join my side, How many times have you seen that? Kids need to be talked to. And yeah, sure, shown plenty of things. Your argument was that I can be, whatever, a mentor to the future generation, right? You're talking about your potential kids.
Yeah, if that happens.
How can I mentor them if I actually don't know how to connect to them? Elle helped me connect to my people, and Kylo, you're right. Yeah, I made this school for magic and to connect it to my people. Without the help of others, though, what is there? And I say it because Kylo, you could do the same thing that I could do for his kids, and because you were actually able to communicate your thoughts properly.
Well, I don't know about everyone else in our group, but I do know that you're one of the first few people that genuinely thought me capable, and not just a child who likes to play with leaves. And that means quite a lot.
At least you showed one of the first.
You've always had my back, no matter what happened. You wouldn't even let me go to the void without you. So, you have given me a sense of security that I didn't have after I left Eden's Garden, and I appreciate that. And you need to stop selling yourself short.
Yep. No one's a bigger critic than themselves.
I'm sorry. This did turn into a pity me moment. I didn't mean for it to be.
Look, Cars, it's quite all right. You know, I don't see it as a pity moment. I see someone who doesn't see their own value, which came out wrong. I see someone who doesn't. How do I say this?
Onyx,
You
21st
have
the character right here.
So
Yeah.
much value, more than you realize. You know, like, just because you're not good at expressing your words, like most of us are, doesn't mean you can't connect to people. You got two people you've connected to properly. Right here. We're standing right here.
Three, including Raven, although he's in the kitchen, so not
Yeah,
quite.
right when you say that, you hear Raven from the
Raven.
background go, "I said Julianne, not Dice, you fucking idiot!"
There's three.
Austin.
Well, I'm just here, I guess.
It's okay, Cass.
No, I'm actually really curious. What do you got?
Not to put you on the spot or anything.
Oh, 100% put it on the spot.
You want to know my thoughts?
pressure.
I'd love to. I've known you for what, 3 days?
No pressure.
Not at all.
All the pressure.
Give or 10 days.
Well, if you want my honest opinion, I think you're entirely too hard on yourself.
Yeah.
You do not see your importance when you are probably the most important person here. Everyone in this group adores you, and you are too stupid to see it. Everyone
Wow.
loves you. You have a guard up so strong that you won't even let them in. Maybe you should try letting them in. Because everyone here is better because of you.
Stop disengaging.
Oh
There's
god.
that 20
He just
charisma.
called you the fuck out.
I don't know what your persuasion or deception is, whatever you want to roll. I need a roll at that point. That was fucking I wasn't ready for the call out.
Wow.
So my
Serve returned.
I'm gonna say that was a performance.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he's a bard. He's a bard. That's fair.
That is a 19 plus a 17.
Holy fuck.
Okay.
God, die.
I had an 18 plus a 12, but I can't beat that. Yeah. Okay.
Bards are fine.
So 36?
Oh my god, dude.
Shut up. Love yourself.
That's all Caspian says.
I gave him one of those not bad faces, you know?
Yeah, you know what? Yeah, okay. So,
Jeez.
looking to Kailu, because Kailu's the only actual one that's prodded him on this, actually, in the last 10 sessions or so, I was the only one that's actually prodded him, and now Caspian. Okay. Sure. You're right. I haven't allowed myself to heal. Maybe I've been cold. And honestly, maybe that's why I'm so harsh on everyone else. But that instinct is what's kept me alive. Maybe it's what's hindering me from progressing. You're probably right. I don't know you very well. I know Kailu and I know Onyx real well. Sure, there's value outside what I can offer aside from fucking killing people. I am sure. I don't know how to take what you just said and apply it at all. There's a long part of me that's gone. Well past where I'm at. I don't have the optimism that this guy has. He's point to Onyx. I don't have that optimism. That innocent optimism that will probably bring anyone to the death, no offense. Or the intellect nor the fucking passion that Kailu has that drives her forward. So, with what you said, sure, I'm probably hindering myself somehow. And I'm probably dumb to see the point. I don't know how to. Genuinely. At a drop of a dime, honestly, aside from probably you, Caspian, I would sacrifice myself for everyone in this body. And now Rubio, too.
Yeah.
Just include him on in there at the end. It's good.
I've made it out of nemesis hatefulness.
You did.
We're good.
You did. You did.
He tolerated you before.
And now I respect you.
No, cause that's not the point. The point is not doing. The point is accepting. Accept the love from everyone else, and eventually you will learn to love in return. It's that simple.
It's not easy, but it is simple.
I meant.
Yep.
Yeah, I didn't mean simple as in it's an easy thing. I meant as in what Kailu said.
Okay.
So,
Let's how about we think about our conversation? We'll take 5 and we'll think about, let it simmer for a little bit.
I'm great at reading people, Onyx. Why did you even prod me on this?
What I bring up?
Yeah.
Like, I just want you to know, I'm here for you, buddy. I don't want you to feel like you're fighting any battles alone, because believe it or not, I might like you guys a little bit. Just, just in all seriousness, I do want you to feel valued as a person. I've seen great strides in you to connect with people. You have honestly gone out above and beyond to connect with your party members, to, if not connect, at least help the people of your homeland. You've done miraculous things, and I don't want you to feel like you're fighting any wars by yourself, internal or external. And I'll always have your back, buddy.
He'll look like he's gonna say something and have that
Right.
that stuttered, I don't actually know how to respond. Look to Caspian and Kailu, who are probably near, but because Onyx didn't touch me, so he's right next to me. I'm sorry. There's a moment of weakness. Yeah.
Weakness isn't a flaw.
It's the
Weakness
path
gets
to
you
growth.
killed. No, weakness. I have plenty of times. I'm sure you have too. Weakness gets you killed.
Only if you're alone. And you're definitely not anymore.
Cars, you don't need to worry about, weakness around us. We're here to help you grow and prosper. Weakness around us is a chance to better yourself. Sure, weakness in the battlefield is not a great thing, but as of this moment, you're not on a battlefield. You can, like Caspi said, let the guard down.
Fine. That's fine. Let's take a moment. I need to collect my thoughts, but
Of course.
you all know what I've done. I still want to know what everyone else needs and what their goals are. I want to connect, so let's take some time. I don't know how to. Yeah, I don't got it right now.
I have a book to finish anyway.
Yeah.
And she's just gonna head on
Okay.
up to her room.
So once
Yeah, I'm
Kailu is out of earshot, Caspian is gonna walk like towards the exit, and once he's like shoulder to shoulder with Cars, he's gonna go, Kailu's favorite flowers are clover flowers, and just keep walking.
I'm assuming with my passive insight, just at a base,
How much?
that I understand your intent 100%.
He is telling you to go pick flowers and give them to her.
Okay.
He is 100%, and he didn't
Okay.
look at you. He didn't break. He just mid
Okay.
stride. Clover flowers are Kailu's favorite flowers. And
Okay.
out the door he went.
Okay. I'll end whatever the scene is with looking at Onyx. My legs feel a little numb. You want to help me with that?
I got you, buddy. I give Cars a really big, tight hug, and then I help him out of there.
Do you
Just
think
real
this is the
quick.
first hug I've gave Onyx? I accept that hug from. I know I've done it to Raven. I accept that hug from you.
A real,
Okay.
It's
not
like
even a
the
bro
guy-
hug, a real loving hug.
Yeah. I'll take it. Onyx
and then-
deserves it after 62 sessions. Onyx deserves a hug.
I guess
Finally, guys. Okay,
Yes.
I can end this. I can end the game.
All right. Dagon's killing someone and Raven's killing in the kitchen. That's what I want to hear right
That's
now.
it.
yeah, I was gonna say. I guess Raven starts bringing out food and everybody's gone. She's like, well, shit. Rubio, you still in here?
You just see him on the
As
couch.
Raven
just
walks out of the
snoring away.
kitchen, as Raven's walking out of the kitchen, the doors are flipping behind him, and you just see fear in everyone's eyes and people hiding under the tables and shit. And Raven's walking out with a big smile, bunch of food.
Raven,
he's
you
gonna
do see
tap
my
it.
dog come up.
He's gonna tap his bracelet. Go, hey, I got food if everybody wants to beat around these chairs.
Hell yeah, my dog comes running in. For sure.
And Raven's just gonna start sitting him down and be like, all right, so I got some smoked black-headed heron smothered in a light peppermint sauce, served with fresh-made cow cheese, and sets that one down. He goes, I also have some sautéed dove smothered in an avocado sauce, and he sets that one down. He goes, I also have some roasted bell peppers cooked in a sweet molasses with like some local herbs, real good. And then I've also got some marinated sweet potatoes served with a bunch of different vegetables and stuff, and it's got a multi-grain baguette on the side. So whoever's hungry, just dig in.
The
I'm so
dog is
hungry now,
gonna
out of
start
game.
slopping up some of that.
Caspian kind of does that cartoon like floating back when the baby
Yeah.
goes.
Bugs Bunny, pie in the windowsill.
Yeah.
Love it.
Yeah, Rubio wakes up immediately from the smell and just comes over. Doesn't even listen, just grabs a plate and starts eating.
Oh, Cars, I also got you some deep-fried Cajun catfish.
Wow. That's real regional. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Where'd you find catfish, Raven?
There's a river, like, right out there.
Is there?
Yeah,
Just
yeah,
busy.
there's a giant
literally-
river that runs through the whole city.
It's
It's literally into the building.
Still has his waders on.
Pretty fucking huge. No, it was they already
Sorry.
caught everything when I was back there.
Sorry, I don't like going into deep waters. I don't float.
No, you
Seems
don't.
like a
There's this
stone.
weird thing. It's like a stick with like a line on it, and you just throw it in the water. And
Fishing pole?
yeah,
That's Rod, if I've ever heard
you
one.
don't really have to go in the deep water, but you know.
I just
Yeah.
stay away from
Well-
water.
I feel like catfish before that shallow. I feel like you just reached in and grabbed. You know, yeah, it makes sense.
I coaxed it out of its hole. Is what I did. But this is all for
Stay down.
you. Raven's only other hobby is, I mean, you've seen him make all kind of jewelry and shit. So those are Raven's two hobbies.
With a lovely spread, Raven.
Thanks. Those fuckers back there in the kitchen don't know what the hell they're doing, though. Like, someone needs to get a hold of them back there.
I heard something about it was diced or something.
No, I needed it to peppers Julienne, and they were just cutting them up in little square dices. Just cutting.
Who's Julianne?
No, it's a cut.
Go ahead.
It's a way you prepare the. God, you're dumb sometimes.
I don't cook.
It's the
I'm
way
sorry.
you get the bell peppers and you just and they're little thin. It's really good. It's a good way to do
The
it.
orphanage gave us bread and porridge to eat daily.
I'd go make you porridge if you want.
No, I'm saying I don't have many experiences with high class food, so I appreciate this.
Just enjoy this, everybody. My mom was kind of a druid, so she taught me a bunch of stuff before I was shipped off to military school.
I did not know that.
I mean, I think you did a good job.
Thanks, man.
Also, I went to the bathroom. Car seems very disconnected for a lot of reasons, but also because I missed whatever just happened about the food server. He's a little disconnected.
Well, here for your point, it's smoked black-headed heron smothered in a light peppermint sauce, marinated catfish, marinated sweet potato sautéed with a vegetable medley served in multigrain baguette, and roasted bell peppers cooked in a sweet chili sauce.
Okay. That's where Austin was like, "This is me, bitches."
I'm in.
And,
Well, go ahead, Brad.
and as you all embrace this moment with each other, eating, talking, time flies by, and this is where we are going to end tonight's episode. Correct.
Oh, okay.
11. What's?
You got
Predator.
30 minutes to an hour if you want.
Oh,
Yeah, that's 9 o'clock.
I am
for us.
wrong on that.
If you want it, we have 30 minutes to an hour.
I mixed up the time zones. We're good. We're good.
This is one of the episodes where a DM really isn't needed, so I get what you're doing over there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Brad's
no, I'm just.
want to go do stuff, and y'all are role playing.
I can stretch if I need to. I'm listening. So yeah, as you guys are eating in the circle, or I just need to clarify for things. I've been hearing a bunch of mixed things back and forth. Are you guys? You didn't teleport from the World Tree back to your fortress. You're still at the World Tree.
No,
correct?
I served everybody in this little spot right
Yeah,
here.
we're still at the
Perfect.
World
We're
Tree.
good.
Yeah, we're doing the plate on the knees.
Yeah, I think it sounds like we're like fireside eating meals. Rubio came back from his nap.
Yeah,
Kind of
Rubio said
ordeal.
he immediately woke up when the food hit the table.
Yeah, I smelled
Yeah.
it.
No, Rubio, that was the quickest 4 hours I've ever seen.
So are we,
Nice.
are we gonna do the fireside chat of everybody saying what their goals and stuff are then, or?
Yeah, I think this is a good time for it. I mean, Caspian, you just joined. More so than anybody. I have no idea what the fuck your goal is to join us on a suicide mission.
Brad, I'm gonna get a drink.
Time! Okay!
All right, guys, let's lay out the deep stuff now.
Well, someone else probably should go. Steve probably's like, I had it for L for y'all?
Well,
So,
no, Caspian knows, but go ahead.
Oh,
Raven.
okay.
what would you? I mean, let's just start it off. Like, what would anybody like to know? I mean, I'm an open book. I'll let you know whatever y'all need, whatever makes you feel more comfortable around me.
Raven, if you do not have your hero's death or your warrior's death in this upcoming battle, what are you gonna do? What's on the agenda?
I have no idea. I always thought I would die in battle.
I mean, you have skills with cooking. It's quite obvious. Why don't you open a restaurant or
Would
a
hire
food
you as my-
pantry?
You could be my royal chef, Raven.
I'm not working for you ever.
You could
No contracts for
not
radio.
just
you
for
could
me.
open a bar in Zuskia. I mean, hell, we only got one tavern in the whole place.
We could do that. We
Yeah.
could do that. Kind of like
I mean,
a fancy schmancy place with like cotton curtains and stuff.
You would need some
Yeah, it's
noise
true.
suppression in the kitchen so people don't hear you screaming if you
Oh, is
want
it-
it to be fancy.
Was it bad?
Yeah,
Oh.
tad.
The Gordon Ramsay game.
A little bit.
I just don't know what they're doing back there, man.
Gorgon Ramsay.
Bunch of-
Gorgon.
Gorgon Ramsay himself would be impressed.
I mean, just
So,
a bunch of idiot sandwiches back there.
This chicken is stone cold.
chicken so raw.
the lamb sauce?
Nothing on here has lamb sauce, but I can go buy it. I can go make it if I need it.
No, I don't know much
just-
about food.
They have lamb back there?
More of a bartender myself. It's fine.
Brad's just
Not really. There was very few meats back there. It's a lot of fucking vegetables in this kitchen.
I'm actually hungry.
Nice
Goddamn,
vegetable
Brad.
melody.
The easiest session for a DM.
Yeah, I as a DM, I love sessions like this because I get to sit back and watch everybody play
Yeah,
their
dude.
characters.
I love it.
Yeah, for sure. I do.
Alex is still alive.
But he's barely breathing.
All right, so Caspian, I got a question for you, man.
Go ahead. I'm an open book.
What? Don't take what I said and say the same thing.
I am a jar. I am in a jar tome.
That's called.
Oh,
That one even got
he's
right.
got you there.
What? Anyway, so what is it? What is it you do? Like, what are you about? If you were able to describe yourself in words that aren't a lot, how would you describe yourself?
Describe myself. Oh, that's easy.
In
Well,
small
number
words, please.
Number one, the easiest thing. I'm beautiful. I'm magical.
Debatable.
And no. There's no debate. I am beautiful.
I mean, you're cute,
And
but
I'll take it.
all right.
But yes, magical, and that's about it. I don't know. I'm good at stories.
So, does your
The best
magic come from
stories.
how does your, Kailu, right, gets hers from naturey stuff. Onyx gets his from the on high power, and Rubio is horrible. How
Take this
does
as a compliment.
yours how does it? I'm confused on how it works.
So mine is, at the beginning of time, the gods sang the universe into existence. Correct.
No.
I tap.
I just thought it was
Yeah.
The Caspian, trust me, just continue.
So, the gods sang the universe, multiverse into existence. There is resonating energy from that creation that I have learned to tap into. So I'm using literally the creation magic of the multiverse and manipulating it for my own good.
Interesting. Your turn.
My turn.
Yeah. We're just
right.
going to do a round robin kind of thing.
Ah, well, interesting. Onyx,
Mm.
when this war is done, what is your plan?
Well, my town it's a small town. It didn't really get a whole lot of funding for armaments from the capital. So if Rubio would allow me, I would like to start a nice, a night training school, training the future generations so they themselves could start their, go out and provide their, like a mercenary, but a town's guard mercenary. So they go out and provide their services to protect other towns. I think that would greatly benefit many smaller, less poor towns, Of course, I'd want to start that at home and, maybe get married. I mean, I don't know, maybe. He blushes.
I don't think I've ever seen a rock blush like that, man.
I mean, his cheeks get greener.
We could
like
find
his
you a nice
specs,
movie.
they're nice and.
So,
I think you'd
not
be
to-
good at that.
Thank you.
Not to go twice in a row, but I'm going to.
Yep.
Cars asked a question that I found interesting.
Mm.
Who is your god?
That is an interesting question. I figured this was gonna come up eventually.
62 sessions in. Who's your god, man?
we've never known.
Now, this is an interesting thing. The gods have been locked away for a long time, and as an orphan, we prayed to, gods of light, gods of protection, gods of harvest, just the quote unquote good gods in where the chapel I grew up in, but I never pledged myself to a singular god. I'm devoted to always returning back to Maria. I don't know that it's strange. It's very strange. I'm devoted to always returning to her. I'm going to live through this war, and I'm going to try to help you live through this war. I will return to her no matter what. That's my oath.
Why? You're not even married to her. What commitment do you have to her?
Love.
I was just gonna reach over and smack him.
No, it's okay. It's okay. It's Karzai. She's very important to me. In the orphanage, I wasn't the most popular kid, and to her, she reached out a hand, and we started off as we are friends.
Oh, that's not where I thought
We're
that
best
was
of friends. What?
No, you just reached out to hand. I thought it was going somewhere crazy, but
No,
it
it's a metaphor. She figuratively reached out a hand. I was kind of a loner, and
You're saying that she gave you redemption in a way that allowed you to be what you were.
Not so much redemption as I didn't really stray from a path, more of a purpose.
I do the same thing. I found that with Mavaka in the beginning, so I kind of see where you're at.
Mm-hmm.
The point is that she brings the best out in Onyx, and Onyx feels like he is better for knowing her, so that's really all that's important.
Yeah,
that's a really good way to clarify.
Thank you,
I
Raven.
thought so.
Now,
Thank you,
Onyx,
Raven.
your turn. Ask someone a question.
Oh, Kailu, if Rubio steps down as king in one way or another, do you want to be queen of the Republic?
No, no, I do not. I don't plan on ruling over anything.
Okay.
That's a lot of responsibility, and
Of course.
I'd rather just not.
Not the first your
But besides-
unwanted bubble. James takes the royal hierarchy.
Exactly. See, James would take the royal hierarchy, and I wouldn't even have to worry about it. Thank you.
King, queen, it's not my choice.
Yeah, but if someone, I don't know, if someone died, would you take the mantle though?
Which kid has the soul contract? Is aged
James.
super
James.
rapidly?
No.
That would be
I
James.
suppose if everyone involved were to die somehow in a freak accident, then I would feel obligated to step up. But I do not want that responsibility in any way, shape, or form.
Okay. That's interesting. That's good to know. James... Rubio, don't fuck up James to where he can't get the... I was just asking as precaution.
It's the whole plan, my matey.
Yes,
All of
please.
it.
I was just curious.
Alright, so
Yeah,
I think
just
that's instead of Kylu, you're up.
Kailu.
I suppose. Well, I have been very curious for a very long time, and you don't have to answer. You can choose not to. I know it's an invasion of privacy, but Caspian, where did you go to school?
Homeschooled.
Brad, what was the name of the college?
Underwater University.
That sounds like a low budget school.
It's a community college.
Yeah.
The DM from the fucking corner 3.
Well,
It's tech school.
I don't like to talk about it because it's kind of like it's one of those things where like I think cars would understand it better than anyone. It's you don't really talk about it to people that aren't part of it. But it was the underwater university. It's kind of a secret society college. Like not everyone is admitted. You have to show like certain potential, then get recruited. And
Why would I? Wait. Why would I? Wait. What?
being an assassin and having like thieves guilds and all that, you would know that better than anyone, wouldn't you?
It's like Fight Club. You don't talk about.
No.
DM,
Immediately, the immediate face of like, I fucked up. I shouldn't have engaged. Of like, yep. No, you're right. Yep.
DM, would I have read anything about this university? Like, would I know anything offhand?
No.
No. All right.
Super
well,
underground. Super.
Is it-
No
Super.
underwater.
Underwater.
It is
Underwater.
So
It
it's and the reason it's called the underwater college is because it is literally underwater.
I
So
gathered.
it's hard to find, and we're not really supposed to talk about it, but I trust you all, so I was
Mistake.
recruited at a young age. When I showed magical potential, I studied, I learned, and then when I left, they don't really give you direction. You just kind of have to make your own place within the world, and that's where I started at the World Tree, where I met you, and things have just gone since.
Do you mind if I ask a little side question to your, and then you can ask your. Just a-
Absolutely, I went twice, so why not?
if it's underwater and you are a bard, right? You may not be an instrument bard. How do those instruments produce sounds underwater, and how do
my
they
God.
not wither?
So, the college is under the water, but there's
Right.
magic keeping the water
Oh,
out
okay.
of the college.
I see. That is.
Open
Good
the
to
door,
know.
it floods.
I'm glad
That's
you
a
asked
fun,
Brandon
honest
because I was
idea.
fixing to.
I was just
It's-
curious. And
So, is it my turn again?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess how the rules work. Yeah.
So, Cars, when we were fighting the elders, you crushed a skull on your person. It's oddly similar to the one that Kailu has braided into her hair.
I've got one around my neck.
Caspian didn't see or doesn't mention that at all. It's like,
Austin
So-
doesn't get it.
what is
Yeah.
the significance there?
Double taking between cars and Kaido.
I won't because it takes a while. He'll take a long, like not like a super long time, but like a wild answer, like abnormally, like a minute pause almost. Okay. In orc culture, or more specifically in the Revere tribe, when it was a tribe and not just me, those tokens represent the first familiar, the first person. Sorry, not person, but bird that we went on our first hunt with, which is a trial of maturity, puberty, in other cultures, I guess, that orcs do. The one that I gave Kailu is my mother's. No one means more than me than her, my mother, that is. The one that I gave Raven, even though he didn't prod, it's my brother's. No one I respect more. The only one that I have remaining, I crushed my father's for the Wind Elder, who taught me all I needed to know. And he only has, so like he started the campaign with 3 and then a necklace of 1. The only one he has remaining is 1. And it's the one that's necklace 1. This is my grandfather's. This is Ulrich. Sword that I have is his too. When orcs give other people tokens like this, it's your family. No one matters more than you to me. My life matters less than yours. Nothing will stop me from protecting you. So yes, Kailu and Raven has earned to me the respect and the love that I can provide. Words can't convey what that means to my culture. And that's all I can share. Kailu and Raven are akin to me.
Caspian just kind of looks between you and Kailu, gets this like devilish smirk on his face, and then like, all right, your turn, Cars.
Onyx doesn't look. He tries his best to not look
Onyx
a
is
little
jealous.
upset. Yeah, a little jealous. That's a better word. A little jealous.
He'll look to Raven. Now, clearly, now you know the significance of what I gave you and what you at one point gave back. Why'd you give me all the gifts that you have? The daggers, the horn, the necklace. I don't know much about you, but to me, gifts in my culture are rare. They mean something. What you gave me, you gave everyone a necklace, sure, or something, but you gave me more than you gave everyone else.
Right. It's actually a pretty simple answer. Always wanted a brother, never had one. And I just feel kind of like that. I'm not going to say bigger brother or older brother. I will say bigger. I'm not going to say older. But there's just, I don't know, I just felt a kind of a brotherly connection and bond with you pretty quick. It actually started after that bar fight we started. That was awesome.
Yeah.
But, yeah, no, I respect you as a warrior. I respect you as a person. And it's just always, I just felt a bond. And I like making things for people.
Okay. Honestly, I was curious since the first dagger you gave me. It felt weird to accept. It felt awkward. I appreciate it.
It's only awkward if you make it awkward.
Got it. Thank you, brother.
You're welcome, bro. And he's just gonna like... just gonna give you the tussle of the hair. Ruby out.
Aye.
Are you okay? Like, that's my main question, because you've been through a lot. You've been through a lot. I mean, you picked a book that turned out that Merlin gave you the book, which then ended up you lose your family, get stuck in hell, and then you came back and you've been in hell again. Then you got your son kidnapped, and you've been through a shit ton of stuff, and I just want to know if you're all right.
Rubio, like, kind of does the same reaction almost as myself, where he just bursts out laughing. Just, and for a moment, his face almost like breaks into like menacism, where he like loses his mind for a moment, and then he'll like shake it off, spread his eyes wide, and then he'll kind of sink back and couple chuckles and say, "Raven, I'm doing much better. But before, it didn't matter whether I was underneath this plane in hell or above it. Life was nothing but hell. And I don't plan on returning soon. But I will eventually one day. I've got plans of my own. And it requires further venturing into hell and further suffering. But in the end, it will all be worth it, I promise.
Well, I mean, I got your back if you need it.
And I yours, big fella." And then he'll cleave his he'll clear his throat and say, "I believe it's my turn to be asking the questions."
Yes.
He's gonna kind of like lock his fingers together like this, and I'm just for the rule of cool, my swivel chair is gonna rotate towards Cars, and he's gonna say, "Cars, I'm going to just call you out in front of everybody. Do you have a thing for me, daughter? And if so, do we need to have a conversation about that?"
Oh.
Raven's just gonna go.
If we're gonna dig deep into the souls and the core of ourselves and figure ourselves out as a group, you've taken a liking to her. Is it that of a figure of authority, or more than
Kylo
that?
just like takes her book out and like opens it to cover her face.
Raven
It's your
reaches over and
first
lowers it.
embarrassing dad moment with Rubio. There's probably been a few of those. but whatever.
There's a bit
Caspian
of
also leans forward.
Yeah,
like
it is a
like the-
hush in the room.
Yeah.
She's gonna
Raven
break it
definitely
for
reaches
you,
over
Raven.
and grabs the book from Kylo and just pushes it down. So she.
It is
I need a drink.
tense. A bead of sweat goes down Onyx's face as he holds up a piece of paper that says
Imagine
yes or
all
no
the chat
with
that left
bets on it.
Yeah, the chat that left. Yeah.
Missing out.
He'll look at Rubio. Not surprised by the question, but more so not knowing how to answer. I never thought anything after Mirthvaka. But maybe you don't know, that was my wife. That it's gonna seem awkward because I'm telling you, I killed her. I didn't mean to, but I did. Kailu's the only one that has helped me guide forward, understand, and develop. Tiamat provided me peace, and what I mean by that is I haven't had a chance to interact with her since that moment. I didn't think there was a future of potentially the Revere tribe. Yes, there might be interest with Kailu. And I say that as...
gonna pass Caspian 20 gold.
Okay, that's fine. There might be interest with Kailu. Never have I met someone that is interested as much in the spirits or the nature of the world than she is, that I am. Honestly, I gave up on the idea of rebuilding Arcanis, the village that I grew up in. Seeing Kailu, I think that's someone that actually could guide that village further than I ever could. Yes. Yes,
Rubio
there's
will... Sorry.
interest. That's
Will
it. Oh,
clear his
yeah,
throat
yes, there's interest.
And he'll say, a respectful answer. I cannot respond as her father, as I was absent most of her life, but I will respond as someone who cares about her deeply. Don't hurt her. I know how to send people to hell.
Raven's gonna look at Nara and go, I knew it.
I'm
Her
writing
face is just like bright cherry red up to her ears.
I'm looking between them, writing like the ship names where I merge your names. Well, they're already two
It's still
Ks, so
Cars.
Cars and Kylo would still work. What would a good ship name be? I don't know. Yeah, I'm really.
Okay.
I see
Okay.
the steam coming out.
We got raided.
Kailu's bright red. Cars is bright purple. The
That's
newfound
true.
respect that he has for Rubio.
Great.
Oh shit, welcome. Perfect timing.
I'm sorry that I'm not good with emotions, and I'm sorry that I'm not the most upfront. Your daughter's helped me with that. And he'll look to Kailu. Thank you for helping me explore actual emotions past just right and wrong and justice and what. It's my turn, I
Can you
guess.
feel the love tonight?
Yes.
It's palpable.
A lot of pressure on this, and take all that aside. If potentially we defeat Saphira and there's motive after everything, everyone's safe and alive, no one dies, or at least we don't. I don't know. Would you help me learn more about the world and build Arcanis again? Will you help me become maybe who I once was?
Turns expectantly to Kylo.
yeah. That's
everyone.
out of all the questions asked tonight, that is 100% probably the most leading question there was tonight.
Dude,
No
chat,
pressure.
chat
No
is
pressure,
going
it's fine,
off
no
the
pressure, no
rails
pressure.
right now.
Thanks, everybody. So
No
the whole
pressure.
time, Kyla's just kind of like, she's been taking her nail and just like scratching the inside of one of her fingers awkwardly. And she kind of just takes a moment. She's still bright red. Well, since we're all being very candid, I don't quite know how to feel about living in the shadow of someone who's no longer alive. But I have done quite a little bit of thinking, as I'm known to do. You deserve quite a lot, Cars. More than I think you do. And I would not mind helping to show you that. But someone has to come with me to tell Dante.
I got it.
Yeah, I didn't like that guy when
I
he showed
got
up
it.
naked at our tent. So
It's the most fatherly thing I could do.
I love that everyone.
Caspian's gonna lean over to Onyx. When they get married, I'm gonna be the maid of honor.
ooh,
I
Get it,
have to
girl.
take a break for a second and read this amazing chat from Bunny. Fucking forget about Dante and marry him. You can fix him.
Bunny
I do
said
like-
that 10 sessions ago, like facts, like
Yeah.
for not verbatim, but like 10 sessions ago,
I
and we
do
were
like
like, oh,
the misspelling of a frantic typer.
Yeah.
Him, Yui cab fix hin.
Oh,
understand.
OMG,
He's a
yes,
cab.
do it. Kylie, that wild man had
Um,
no something for you, Girk.
Girl.
with that as the response, you deserve more than a second thought. And I say that because you mentioned you don't want to live in the shadow. Yes, Mirthvaka was the person that initially redeemed me and provided me the reality to come back to the light. No one has prodded me and pushed me further than you have. You'll never live in the shadow of anybody. Not to say that Mirthvaka's spirit won't ever live for me, with me, forever. But life is pure and life is so short. Less so maybe for you, but more so for me. The spirits in nature are what you provide, and I believe in the spirits you provide in the nature. I appreciate a positive response at all. Honestly, I never thought that I would get one. So, when all is said and done, I'd love to sit down and talk about it.
Fun.
Rubio's like, I have a Glock loaded.
I
Fuck up
have
to find out.
18 rounds of Eldritch Blast.
Yeah.
You are slurping tea very loudly.
If I had a haste potion, it could be 18.
I'm like sitting like,
Yeah, Raven just
Taking
hits it
it.
with, I'm so happy right now.
Anyways, so I get the love of the world, and I get that you love the nature of the world and all beings in it. I love the spirits of all the things in it. Sometime, hopefully, you can join me for one of my rituals that I've for so long sat alone in. That's not a normality of the Revere tribe. Normally, it's with the whole thing. Maybe sometimes I can show you what truly it means and what the ritual is.
Will I be honored?
You're married.
He'll sit back. Like when you say hearing you say you'd be honored is all he needs to hear, nothing further of anything else. As he sits back, of like content.
No pressure after that, but it's your turn, Kylo.
Just like red in the face.
It's a roller coaster
Well.
of emotions.
Rubio, are you going to go back to your castle and just be a king after all is said and done?
Rubio's goes from like super happy to like, his face drops. He's like, I was hoping no one would ask me what I was doing afterwards. It's the smartest idea, but it's the best idea I have. There's 30 things that has to happen before I can finish all of this. 1. Kill Saphira, trap her essence and evil within myself. Deal with the evil essence with Merlin's in your help. 2nd, kill Asmodeus, rule hell / make sure the balance is restored between both realms. And then after all of that is finished and I figure all that out, I'm going to give up my powers, retire as a wizard, and help people. Then I'll go back to the queen.
Oh, yeah, what about, the kingdom you currently rule? The kingdom I'm a part of, I would like... Sorry, I didn't mean to step out.
I've been ruling,
but this brings up a lot.
I have been ruling from a distance. The queen's more or less been ruling the whole time.
Well, at least you can admit it.
I have some unfinished business to take care of. Saphira has to die so James can ascend into the king he was destined to be. Asmodeus has to die because he's the most corrupt ruler of the Underrealm that has ever existed, ever. And I don't need as much power as I should, so I'm going to give him up once that's all done.
It's getting late, and I'm not saying that because I'm emotionally overwhelmed. A little bit.
Right.
Sorry. Take a second. Does anyone have, honestly, Raven? He's gonna look at everyone. Apologies. Fuck you all. Raven, you should probably ask Na something. And I say that because you are the closest to that person by far. And if anybody here...
Like just a general question?
Raven, you are smarter than you think you are. You are more sensitive than you think you are. And you're better with people than I am by far. No, not just in general. What question do you have for Na that is not beneficial to the group even, but beneficial to either him or you? I'm sure you have something there, buddy. Please.
I mean, recently I'm just kind of worried about his mom.
Ask him in the form of a question.
Hey, no, our best friend, buddy, old pal.
What?
You gonna be alright? Is your mom okay? You gonna stick it out with us again for a little bit? Or...
I'm gonna stick it out with you guys. If I have to die again, I'll die again.
Nah, that won't happen. You just stick close to me.
No worries, buddy. You're my steed, and I shoot magical rays from your back and destroy shit. That's how our relationship has always worked.
That is very, very destructive and true.
It's a really fun way of doing things.
Is your mom okay, though? It's in all seriousness.
Nars, usually has a grin plastered on his face, but you see it kind of fade away. She'll be alright eventually. It's like she's learning how to walk again. It's hard for her to do everything. Gonna take time, but she'll be out.
Are you okay?
I'm alright. Yeah.
Well, good.
Yeah.
Because I'm definitely stronger with my buddy.
Fun. I've missed you guys. He's gonna hug your shin, knee, wherever I can reach.
He'll get down and pick you up and do one of the little, like hugging a toddler.
It's like squishy to the touch from all his warts and shit.
Pus pops out from the side of his face.
Ew.
I'm gonna set you back down now. That's gross.
Oh, that just made me think of something. My mom hasn't seen my face since this happened.
Oh god.
Well, I'm not quite. You need a real powerful spell in order to get rid of whatever that is. So you could probably do some research. I can read now, so I can help you do some research.
Does your mom wear glasses? Because maybe talk to her when she's not wearing them, and then,
You guys
just in
met
case.
my mom. You know she doesn't wear glasses.
Well, I didn't know if she had them on or not. you know, maybe they were away.
Yeah, I'll figure out something.
Ooh.
Yeah, she's good. Oh, my bugbear friend, keeps coming by to help her out, give her some healing.
Oh,
you know,
good.
some therapy.
So y'all are still chilling then.
Yeah, you guys doing all right? Like, how's that situation?
We're just being slower than me and Roken did, so it's going good. It's
That's
going
good.
That's good.
It's probably
That's
healthier
good.
that way. Being
It's
completely
yeah.
honest.
Yeah.
Less broken bones.
Yeah, wow. All right.
And this
What?
is where we're gonna end tonight's episode as the party sits around a makeshift Fey wildfire in the World Tree, having a conversation, getting to know each other before the fight of their lives. Thank you all so much for tuning in to this episode. Stay tuned for next Friday for we're getting close to the end.
Oh,
also,
God.
don't forget at the end of the month we're doing a one shot with DM Joester. It's gonna be awesome. And also never, ever
Forget to embrace insanity. We're beards and barbarians and everybody. We're gonna go raid.
Yeah, we're going raid real quick.
I think that made me insane.
Thank you, everybody.
I like shooting
Raid,
loot.
raid.
Defenders of Cobalt. They got 4 viewers.
Hell yeah. I like it, dude.
Let's go give them love.
Wait a second, it's just 3 kobolds in a trench coat.
Oh my god, dude. Oh my god, dude.
5 viewers, 9 viewers. Yeah, here we go. 11,
Hell yeah, dude.
13,
Oh wow.
14.
Oh, wow.
Get them hard, dude.
15.
All of them.
Let's go raid. Let's go give
Let's
love.
do it.
This is gonna be great.
Everybody yell raid.
Raid.
And we're
I'm
raiding.
everybody.
Oh, that's Tito's in the eye.